Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. I'm going to jump in the queue here and go watch Yotsuba versus Kayudark. I remember I played Kayudark on the Steam free weekend. I played I had a special episode where I did two games in the casual queue and I played Kayudark both times. Went win-lose. So I was glad those weren't rated, because I thought Kayudark might be a new player from the Steam weekend, in which case they would be rated way, way below me, and going win-lose would be pretty disastrous. Anyway, it's cool to see that they're in Master Tier now. Maybe they were then, I don't know. Base plus 5 against Coffee, 60 seconds. I mean, Doomdwall's pretty cool for Savior, isn't it? But I feel like Endotherm Kit and some somewhat pressure-y attackers make that a non-starter. Doomdwall encourages a high-ish econ, but also Endotherm Kit really punishes Doomdwall very heavily. So I think I just want to go DDC next turn. Honestly, into maybe CA? No, that's too much red. It gets me a very fast Endotherm Kit, but 11 drones for 2 green and 2 red? Well, with Fibroid, maybe. Maybe that's fine. Huh. Yeah, maybe rushing out a super fast Endotherm Kit could be okay. And I could actually get a 12th drone on the Endotherm Kit turn as well. That just might be enough. Green and red are both very precious in this set, and there's not a lot to defend with, I feel like. It just seems extremely bold to go CA here. And if you try, maybe opponent can just run for Tantalums and not be breached. But they kind of have to signal that pretty clearly here. And if they do, I don't know, can I get Tantalums and Tarsiers instead, or is this really committing me to Kit? I think this might be committing me to Kit, which is not exactly what I want. I think opponent could beat that by just going for green stuff. So the other alternate ploy would be like this, after which TT and some more drones, but that makes me pretty vulnerable to Kit, which opponent could then get first? Yeah. This offers opponent first Kit. Am I okay with that? I think I should reserve first Kit for myself and just try to spend my red on Fibroid, my green on this stuff instead. If opponent tries to be proof to Kit. Yeah, that's the direction it looks like he's going. So this is sort of awkward to have now, but opponent is sort of declaring that he doesn't plan. Well, actually, I mean, this is a bit crazy, but if he's not going to absorb any of it... No, that's too much, isn't it? I don't know. I mean... These are attackers. I don't know. Like, I need a green sync, right? Alright, let's squelch him though. It's funny, but I don't want to be distracted. Like, this feels like it's losing to Tantalums is my problem. And so I kind of want something else. Like, just make him force field, punch him. He wants to double Tantalum next turn. Why let him? Honestly, like, enjoy. I'm just... I bought all these for fibroids, you know? Okay. It's kind of a weird one, but if he doesn't want to build absorbers, I'm just gonna, like... These are okay as attackers. Well, this is kind of silly, isn't it? Can't make much use of red at the moment. I want to make it bad for him to get a wall this turn. I have too much tech. This is what happens when you just buy every unit. I don't know. I kind of imagined I would somehow be putting on more pressure. I mean, we're both floating a ton of green. So I'm losing Doomed Wall onto Fibroid / Splitter here, so that I have enough attack to attack for 4. Given that I'm attacking for 5, I get a free Splitter hold, which means I don't need to build any more Absorber for next turn, which is kind of nice. This threatens 5 attack, which is like, I don't know, not really meaningfully better or worse than most of my other options. 6 would threaten to kill all of his pixies if I, or all of his NGs if this were a rhino instead. It also gives me kind of a better... I don't want to build a Tarsier that arrives on his Doomed Wall timing out turn. So a Rhino that attacks twice, or attacks once before then, and then I can hold and then attack again is pretty good. Hang on. Do I want to click these? 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I'm attacking for if I don't. So these really don't do much if I click them. Okay. I mean, red is free, right? Why wouldn't I do this? I don't think these should be NGs. Red and green are both free. On the other hand, like, he has way more attackers than I do. It's kind of a problem. I can't add more. Also a problem. On the other hand, I'm getting some sick exploits here by continuing it to attack for 3. Oh, man. I think I'm very dead here. There's really not much going on anymore for me. I don't know, it was really a tough early game decision here. Like, Conduit Animus is very committal, but I hoped I could turn it into something if he went for a bunch of conduits. Right? And maybe I could have, but just adding blue was too much. Yeah, what was I going to do with blue, right? I knew that a Fibroid would defend. I should have just, like, spent my red more productively. I don't know, I thought getting some Fibroids to pressure down into this stuff might help, since he didn't have any absorbers yet. But I just, like, badly over-teched myself here. maybe Conduit Animus was just like too committal and I tried to recover by not committing to it, but at least I thought about that. Like, the fact that there's a clear counter for my opponent to build a bunch of conduits here, I thought about it and decided that I could try countering with like spending my stuff relatively cheaply and trying to get some Tarsiers, but I never actually managed to get the Tarsiers, right? That was so like, I think, for example, these fibroids are just silly. I thought it was like, okay, yeah, he wants to build 2 of these guys, so don't let him, but it's really just conceding too much. Fibroids as attackers are just not good enough. Fibroids as like defenders that threaten to attack, that's what you want. So I don't know. This was just like hopeless. Something like this could have been more reasonable, but I was just worried about like my green is not going to any kind of productive use. But it's just like spamming fibroids sucks so much that you have to not do it. Maybe accept this conduit as a sunk cost. Make like I spent 4 gold on making opponent buy more conduits than he perhaps wanted. That's happened. I shouldn't therefore try to like spend all my green. I mean, I wasn't just trying to spend green. I kind of thought like, hey, like I see a turn he wants to make. I can make that turn impossible, which was true, but it was too high a cost for me. Okay, kind of a short episode today, but I just want to get through a bunch of 1-game episodes, finish losing, find someone I can beat, and move on to the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.